What is up, y'all, and welcome back to Kajun Towboater Reviews. My name is Bo, aka the Kajun Towboater, and today we are doing a first for this channel. This is Kajun Towboater Ranks. This is where I rank different things. We are ranking today my favorite horror movie series, Friday the 13th, and I know this has been done before, but this is my own opinion of of how I feel about them. If you don't agree with it, make your own. Don't come at me in the comments for it. This is how I view them. This is how I rank them. So let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and rank these in order that they were released. So we will do Friday the 13th, part 1. This came out in 1980 with the way that it changed the genre of horror movies, just like Halloween did at its time. I will go ahead and I will give this one an A, because I mean, like I said, it kept it changed. It kept Mrs. Voorhees a secret. It kept the killer secret. The kills were pretty good. That's what I think it is. It's an A, and I'm gonna go from S to F tier with these. So we got part 2. You got Jason finally coming back. Well, not finally coming back. You got Jason coming back to life as an adult and killing. I do know some people think Alice is alive, but if you notice in her shack at the end, in his shack at the end, there's a corpse there that's all rotten and decayed and with an ice pick through their head. That is Alice's body, so it is canon that she is dead. But I will rank this one. Sorry, y'all, I didn't mean to move that. I will rank this one a B because I didn't like the way the hillbilly Jason turned out. The sack head looked a little weird, but Jenny as a final girl was pretty good. Part 3. This is where we get Jason as we know him, with the hockey mask and doing the kills. The 3D with this kind of throws it off. I do like the 3D kill with the eyeball with the head being squeezed, and the spear gun kill. That one is a good one, and we can all thank Shelley, even though he was a dick with all the pranks, for giving Jason that iconic hockey mask. I do like this one. The acting's not too great. I do like the ending with Chris kind of basically going, she's going to the nut house with the way she was laughing and stuff like that. But I will put this one, I'm going to get a lot of flack for this one, I know, but that theme, that disco theme, even though this is like 80s, just does it for me. And I will rank this one as S. So you got the final chapters up next. You got Corey Feldman, Crispin Glover, 2 actors that everybody knows now. That dance scene with Crispin Glover is just amazing. You get Tom Savini back doing the special effects, and the kills on here are a lot better than part 3 and part 2 because you have Tom Savini doing it, and it sucks that the MPAA screwed with all of that. So this was supposed to be the final chapter. No more Jason, anything like that. They wanted to kill him off, which they did. They really, really did. They had Tommy Jarvis, Corey Feldman's character, go ahead and just like hit him across the face with a machete. And the death scene where he just slides down and his mouth is moving, his face is moving, was Tom Savini did it awesome with that. I did like that one. So with this one, because they had some weak kills, like the not being able to see one of the twins get stabbed, you just see the aftermath. The other twin being thrown out the window and landing on the car was pretty good. but you got the mom being just being surprised you don't see her die. I know there was a deleted scene for it. So, but you got some good kills too with Crispin Glover's character with the corkscrew going with the meat cleaver to the face. That one was pretty good. And I didn't like Rob yelling. I think his name was Rob yelling, "Oh, he's killing me! He's killing me!" That was just a little weird. This one kind of shows you. This film kind of shows you that you don't. They don't quite know what the timeline is, because Rob shows up looking for his sister, who was the one stabbed through the bed in part 2. So yeah, that kind of throws it off. But I will do this one. I will rank this one an A, because Tom Savini coming back just made it. Now part 5. I do not like part 5 at all. It's not because they didn't have Jason. It's just it doesn't feel like a Friday the 13th movie. To me, it doesn't feel like a Friday the 13th movie. You could have had Roy wearing a completely different mask and something, even though they have Tommy Jarvis in there, and you could have called it Friday the 13th. They could have did something like Halloween 3 did, which is probably the same reason it got backlash for it, because they had someone pretend to be Jason and it wasn't Jason. But I think it would have been a better standalone movie, or like a part of an anthology with the Friday the 13th. That would have probably been better for me. I do like how they continue the story of Tommy Jarvis with it. So I will go ahead and I will rank this one a D. That's just where it stands for me. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big fan of it. If it would have been a standalone, it would have been a whole lot better. So now, part 6. This is where the director came back, and he wanted they wanted him to bring Jason back, and he did it, a la Frankenstein, with Tommy bringing him back with the lightning. And this is where we get ultimate mode Jason, basically his ultimate form. Zombie. He has super strength, basically. Bulletproof. Basically kill proof. The only way to get rid of him that they found at the end, they didn't really kill him, is just stick him at the bottom of the lake. I like Jason's characterization in this one. CJ Graham did an awesome job. Amazing dude to meet. If you have not met him, go to a Comic-Con where he's going to be and meet him. He is super nice. He's pretty good as Jason. He's his movements and stuff with that he did were pretty good. If you don't know about that, they had to switch actors, because apparently the original one they had playing Jason got a little puffy, and they didn't like the way he looked as Jason, so they switched him out. Some of his scenes are still in the movie. This is the first Friday the 13th where they're at the camp and we have campers. So that is a good one. But yeah, because he brought back Jason, the kills, the MPAA screwed them over so much with this. You couldn't see a lot. They had a lot better kills, as it was explained. This is also by the director. Sorry, this is also the first Friday the 13th movie with no nudity. But it makes up for that with Jason and the kids and stuff like that. My favorite line is the little boy saying, "So, what were you going to be when you grew up?" So it is. They do have some great lines, and it's some great kills, even that they are cut down. So I will rank this one an A tier as well. This is one of my favorites that it brings back. It, like I said, it's just the way they brought back Jason and some of the kills that brings it to A tier, with especially the little kids, the little smart ass remarks and stuff like that. So part 7, if you can't tell, that is one of my favorite ones. and I'm gonna receive a lot of flack about this too. But this enters in as one of my favorite, one of the longest playing stuntmen slash actors playing Jason. That's Kane Hodder, and I met him. The dude is amazing to meet as well, just like C.J. Graham. And he brought a lot to what Jason did, like the whole like breathing thing, the menacing look and stuff like that. Because I mean, you can't convey much in a mask. Um, it's not possible. I mean, your whole face is covered, but his body language that he brought to it is just amazing. Um, the look when Tina breaks the mask, because this was supposed to be like a Jason versus Carrie, but they couldn't get the rights to Carrie. But Tina breaks the mask with her telekinesis, and the look of like his decaying face and stuff like that was just amazing. How they kept eye, um, the eye cut, and his from where the motor on part 6, the boat motor hit him, and the broken mask part. It's just amazing how they did that. The kills on here, like the axe to the face of the girl that was being a real bitch, is a good one. There is kind of a lame one with the party horn to face and stuff like that. But some of the kills on here are pretty good. You don't get to see the girl. The only thing I remember from that girl is her screaming. I forgot her name. The one with that lost her glasses, basically. The doctor who also played Bernie on Weekend at Bernie's, with the hedge trimmer with the saw, the pole saw, whatever you want to call it. That was a good one. But I do like how they brought like the telekinesis fight, and also for someone that fire stunt, for someone who almost lost his life. This has to be mentioned as a doing a fire stunt. To do one at that time that was recorded as one of the longest fire stunts to be filmed, like recorded on film. Like I said, at that time, it was just amazing. He did pretty good. So because of Jason, because of the kills and that fire stunt and his look, how they carried on, like the scoring and stuff like that, from the different movies, it's just amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and give this an S tier. Like I said, I'm gonna get some flack for it, but I really don't care. So this is where we kind of went off a little bit. So we got Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan, or Takes Vancouver, like a lot of people call it, because it was filmed mostly in Vancouver. I don't like the slimy Jason. Apparently, Kane Hodder didn't like it either. It's weird that they did give him another Jason, like another hockey mask, and that for some reason that hockey mask still had the cut, like the axe wound in the head, at the top. But some of like the kills were so watered down in this. It's just weird. I don't like some of the choices they made, like the people like drugging up I forgot the character, the main girl, the final girl's name. The whole Jason, the toxic waste, and Jason turning back into a little kid. I don't get that one. I do like the part where he kicks over the radio and the guys are freaking out and he just lifts up his mask and they're like, oh, hey, no, no, no. That was a good one. But yeah, this one just doesn't for a lot of people. I know I've heard maybe one person said this was their favorite one, but a lot of them they've ranked it pretty low, just like I'm gonna rank it. I don't know. Like, this was the last time that Paramount had it, and it switched to New Line after that. Which shows you that they would after this one they were trying to get rid of it. And for me, even though this has my favorite stuntman slash actor playing Jason, I'm gonna have to give this one an F. It just doesn't do it for me. And this is, like I said, this is a lot of people's worst one as well. And some people might be surprised that I put that even below a new beginning. So the next one, New Line's first foray into it. You had Sean Cunningham back, and he said one of the first things he said, according to some people, was get rid of that damn hockey mask. And Kane Hodder came back playing him. He didn't like some of the choices they made. Like, this is what they call the bloated Jason. He's all weird. Like, his face is, the skin's like building around the mask. Like, the mask is embedded in his head. He didn't like that they basically put the the machete wound on the wrong side of his face. Like, Kane Hodder really fights for Jason. Like, this is one of his favorite characters he's played. I like the director's cut of this one so much better. How they add the gore to it. Some of the kills are pretty good. I don't like how they changed it into Jason's just like his physical being. Through a Voorhees he was born. Through a Voorhees he must be killed, and by a Voorhees he must be killed. That's just a little weird. They changed up a lot of the lore on that, which is why this one's kind of looked at as the bastard child of the movies. That the little demon Jason also, I know it pissed off the actress that played his sister. Whenever it wasn't her that was doing it, but when they went up the to be reborn and come out, that kind of pissed her off because she saw that in a theater and was like, what? But yeah, I mean, Jason's menacing in this one whenever you do see him on screen. It's also the first one when you hear him scream, and that's actually the director doing the voice for Jason whenever he's being shot at and they go to blow him up. So that was a little weird one as well. He's grunted a few times. He made some audible noises, but he actually screams in this one. It's weird. This one's also you get Kane Hodder in the non-Jason makeup as one of the guards making fun of Jason, and then they show him dead on the ground. So Jason kills Jason basically. I don't like the whole eating the heart thing and everything transferring into, that's, like I said, that's just weird. And then Jason using the friend cop, the cop that was like friends with the two main characters, using him to talk, like, so within 20 minutes Jason learned how to talk or something. It's just weird. And I don't know if that was like ramen noodles coming out his neck when they decapitated him. That was super weird too. You do see the Book of the Dead, which they were trying to hint that Jason was a Deadite, or some people took it as that. And I know I'm spending a lot of time on this one, but I do like how it ends where they stab him in the heart, and you get Freddy's hand coming out, which Freddy was played by Kane Hodder as well, right there with the hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and rank this one. Like I said, it's not great, even though Kane Hodder played him again. They changed a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and do this D tier. It's still better to me. It's still better than Jason Takes Manhattan. So now we have Jason X. So this is where they always send horror movies to die in space. Jason X actually was one of my favorite ones at a time, at one point, because it was one of the first ones that I didn't have to sneak to watch. My mom let me, or I didn't have to watch it on TV with all the edited like commercials and stuff like that on network television. My mom worked at a video store, and she brought it home for us, and she let us watch it. This one has one of my favorite kills. It's a lot of people's favorite kill, with even though it never happened, the liquid nitrogen and the coming down, the smash in the face. It is a little cheesy with some of the acting and some of the scenarios they put in. The teacher the teacher-student relationship. Part 2 was kind of weird. Um, but some of the kills are pretty good. Like our what's his name, Bronsky. He's badass. What's his name, Peter Manouche or something. I can't remember his damn name. But he played on Spartacus, and he was also the messenger that gets kicked down the hole in a 300. But yes, he that's a badass character in there, and the bringing it to space. I did not like the final girl that much. The acting was kind of stale. Now she did a lot better in Chucky season 1, but like the acting was a little stale for me with some of them too. The kill where the girl says where the girl gets sucked through the grating, that was pretty good. Trying to think of some of the other kills. You don't get to see the person that drives the ship, flies the ship, get killed. The kill on the car screw is pretty good, but I like this one for Uber Jason. Not many people like Uber Jason. I like the design; it looked badass. But that's just nostalgic me, like reliving this as a kid, talking about it. So I will go ahead and I will rank this as a C. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's still better than Jason Goes to Hell in Part 5 and Jason Takes Manhattan. So, I'm going to do, even though it was released first, I'm going to do Freddy vs. Jason last. So we got Friday the 13th, the remake. And this one is a good one. I remember seeing it opening night in the theaters. And the worst thing is, it was a packed theater, and I was sitting right next to a pregnant woman, and some of these scares, I thought she was going to go into labor. So it was kind of hilarious at that time. The kills are great in this one. You get to see a lot of the gore, and the screwdriver to right here when they kill I forgot the guy's name in there. When they kill him is pretty good. How Jason was changed from just a like a hillbilly redneck type of thing to an actual like hunter and survivalist. Well, not many people like that, but I did like how he uses one of the guys as a trap with the axe in his back. I did not like Trent. I liked when he got killed. I do feel bad that what's her name? Danielle Panabaker, was it Danielle Panabaker? Yeah, it's one of the sisters. I know, like she played in The Flash. Her character, when she got killed, I did feel bad for that because she didn't really do anything. She's just there and she got killed, which also showed that, hey, it doesn't matter what you do, Jason's gonna kill you. The cop getting the arrow through the eye was pretty good. Overall, like I said, this one, not many people like this one, but the way that they did it, I mean, you still can't beat the Sister Christian at the beginning, and then finding the weed plant and stuff like that. Overall, I mean, this movie, for what it was, it kind of combined 1 through 3, just no like no camp counselors. It broke the formula and used some of the formula together. I do like how it did that. So I like the movie. I don't know. I mean, like I said, you can rank this any way you want, but I will rank this one a B. Like I said, for what it is, it's still better than some of the other ones that came before it. So now the last one, Freddy vs. Jason. This had been talked about since even before New Line owned the Friday the 13th series, or IP. And they were trying, but New Line and Paramount couldn't come up with anything. So it was put on the back burner. New Line got the rights to Jason, Friday the 13th and Jason, and they started working on it. Well, when they still couldn't get it out, couldn't figure out a good story or anything, they made Jason X, and they said, well, it's going to be in the future, so it still has time to where you can fight that. It won't mess with anything. And then finally in 2002 we get word that Freddy versus Jason well, actually before 2002, so like 2001, we get word that Freddy versus Jason is being made. And I enjoyed the movie. It's more of a Nightmare on Elm Street movie than a Jason movie, because you don't really get Jason walking around stalking that much. You get more of Freddy playing behind the scenes and stuff like that. Now don't get me wrong, it's still a good Jason movie. I don't like his design. I wish Kane Hodder would have played him. I don't know why they didn't get him back. The look on like the bluish gray Jason look, I did not like. Now don't get me wrong, I do like the size of Jason, and he's not too far. It's just they play him more as an actual zombie than just the like Kane Hodder portrayed him. But some of the kills are good, like the machete flying through the guy and him spitting out, that was pretty good. They went a little too effects heavy, like special effects heavy, which I do understand, that like computer CGI effects heavy instead of practical. Freddy's good in this one too, but I'm talking about the Jason kills. I'll talk about the Freddy kills if I ever decide to do the Nightmare on Elm Street. But overall, with that and with this one, the storyline was a little weak. So, but because I do like some of the kills and I'm not a big fan of the Jason in there, I'm gonna rank this one a C. It's still better than these three. Alright, y'all, that was my ranking of the Friday the 13th series. This is a series that I do enjoy, that I constantly go back and watch. Even though some of these movies are bad to me, I still watch them. I enjoy them. I mean, I enjoy them as a whole. So yeah, if you want to message me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter, I will answer either on Facebook or Instagram quicker. Go to tiermaker.com and make your own list and send it to me. I want to see what your opinions are. Or just comment down below of what your tier is. This is my tier. I know everybody has their own opinions. I will respect yours as long as you respect mine. But hopefully you enjoy this episode. Hopefully you get a kick out of it. If I rambled on a little too much, I am sorry. I do that a lot. But I want to thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing. Just overall, thanks for everything. And
thanks for coming out.